That's awesome. All right, here we'll start here. Hey guys, this is Tatiana and this is Talk Yo Ish, and I am here with the one and only merman Achilles. That is amazing. I love that name. Say hi.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hi.
Ah, Look, that was perfect. That was on cue. So right now, for those of you who can't see, he's dressed with no shirt on, beautiful jewelry on, and a beautiful tail that looks like it's like an army fatigue, kind of like a green. Yes,
It's
I
like
love it.
black and gold, black and
Oh,
gold.
it's
Black.
beautiful. Now
Yeah.
you are the merman of the world because I don't see
Well,
very
no, I am definitely one of them, but there's so actually there's believe it or not, there's a big mermaid community out there, and there are many more mermaids, and I consider myself I am a merman because figuratively speaking I am a merman, but I consider myself a mer boy because I'm kind of fresh into the game. I've only
many.
been in like a year and some months. I know people who have been doing this for about 10 years plus, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I still consider myself, like I say, I tell everybody I'm everybody's favorite mer boy. That's what I call myself.
I like the
Everybody's
mer
favorite
boy.
mer boy. Yeah.
One of my really good friends is Emily Gugliano. She's the American Mermaid. And I don't
Oh,
know. I asked if she worked with you before, and she thought she did, but she wasn't sure. So I didn't know
mm,
if you remembered her.
no, I'll have to see, but no, I don't think we work together. But I mean, we can though.
You can. Yeah, she's out here in Orlando, so she's not far.
Okay.
Not far at
Okay.
all. Yes. Yeah, there's a
Uh,
few of them, and then they're Guardian of the Sea.
I know Guardian of the Sea. Yeah,
Yeah.
she does a lot of um what do you call it, environmental stuff to so everybody could
Yes,
know about you know
the sea.
saving the springs and all of that
Yeah,
stuff,
the spring. So
and
we
about
went
the
Yeah, I was
plastics and
with
stuff like
them. We went out to the springs and stuff. Michelle, God, I'm just spraying her name. Guardian of the Sea. I'll
that.
edit
Okay.
that out. Guardian of the Sea. Yeah, she's another good friend. So I was like, you know what? Let's put a merboy in this section.
Nice.
Make it a complete duo. Because I'm
No.
like a fish in the water myself. I don't know. A lot of people know or don't know. I walk with a walker. So, I had a
Okay.
tumor when I was, like, 10, but, I mean, I'm always in the clubs and people they don't even see it. They don't see the walker, but
Right.
it's funny because when I get in the water, I'm a complete fish, and a lot of people don't think I can swim, but being in the water, I'm free. I don't need
Right.
a
You
walker.
don't need the walker.
No, I am like
Have you ever tried
everybody.
to put on a tail before?
I did. Emily Gumliano put a tail on me a few times. So my butt's kinda big. And she's small. So that
I
was
was like, hey girl, so make a hole in the back and get it. It don't matter. We can fit it in the shower.
then I could be the OnlyFans mermaid, I guess. That would be on that one.
I
I
didn't
never
say all that. That was you.
I didn't know we could put the hole in the bag, but I'm sure she was probably like, "No, you cannot put a hole in the back of my $5,000
Five-
tail."
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, because they are expensive. Yeah,
Yes, but
depending.
I'd have to
Yeah.
definitely get because I'm only 4'8", so I'm pretty short. So the height was
Oh,
okay. And I don't
right.
use my legs to swim like that. I'm very good, and they have me using the GoPro, and I was actually really good with it because I didn't realize I don't have to tread water. I can stay still in the water, and for some reason, I
Okay,
can keep my equilibrium, my balance, everything. I'm like, "Oh, I
it's
can't do
pretty
that
good.
anymore." It's really good. I'm like, "Let me film for you. Let me come film for you."
Oh, that is so dope because the ways that people use they balance that out is by using weight belts and stuff like that. Like some mermaids can't go all the way down to the bottom, and
Yeah.
then some don't know how to float. Some can, and it's always best to just have a perfect balance. Nobody has a perfect balance, probably,
Wait. Can you go down?
but
Which one is yours going down or coming
I
up?
I can definitely go down and I can stay down, but I don't really know how to float. People laugh at me because I don't know how
In
to
the water,
float.
you're just going,
I just go down.
you're a
Yeah, they
witch.
say it's
You're a
because of the
witch.
muscles though.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
okay.
say that. I'm gonna say that, because I'm a little muscular.
Because of the muscles. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's between the big butt and the boobs where it's like a half, Maybe that's why I stand just like this. I'm not sure, but I can't wait till you see it because I'm like, not quite sure what's going on here. And everybody's like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know. I'm just floating and I didn't realize
Yeah,
it.
but
Maybe in a spring because it's different than saltwater. Maybe that was why I
that,
had.
I don't know too. I was gonna say because the spring water is definitely totally different than the salt,
Yeah.
and it's more calmer and I've done them both, but yeah, I love
Yeah.
the springs. The
I'm not
springs
a
is
fan of the salt water like that, just because even getting in the springs, it was I got this thing about wildlife, like the sharks and the alligators. And
okay.
I'll be that person that gets
Who's okay? Who's like there's alligators and
yeah,
run?
yeah. I'll be
I
that
got
person that yeah, I don't know. I
well.
always have this thing.
I've actually since I started doing this, I've become kind of addicted to that kind of life. Like it, okay, so picture yourself. We've always gone to the beach. If you've always gone to the beach and pools and stuff like that, you're in the water, but you're still outside of the water, if that makes sense. We
Yeah,
are actually in the water. Like there's a whole world out there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and like you say, the animals are there. The animals are there with us. Like
yeah,
manatees, fish,
yeah.
alligators. It was crazy because I went to the Springs one time, and the week before I had gone to the Springs, they said that, and everybody was just chilling in the Springs, and an alligator just crossed from one side to the other in front of everybody, and nobody even recognized or realized that he was there. He
You
just
didn't see him?
no, I wasn't even there. Thank
Oh,
God,
oh,
it happened the
oh
week
my
before
god.
prior. Like I wasn't because yeah, I would have probably like shit. I'm not gonna lie.
There
'Cause,
would have been
you
turds
know,
in your your
yeah, yeah,
in your
and that's one thing I haven't encountered as far as that, and I'm glad. Like, I'm not trying to encounter
yeah.
like dangerous animals and stuff like that.
No,
It is a
rapists,
dangerous
dolphins.
thing to do. It is a dangerous thing to do. So, I don't recommend anybody to just throw on a tail and just go out and do it. You have to be a really good swimmer, blah blah
Yeah,
blah. But I
because
am a good swimmer.
yeah.
So with that being said, exploring that world is so amazing to me, and exploring that world is what made me realize like how much of a huge impact humans have on the waters, like as
Mhm.
far as like how much we fuck it up, like to be
Yeah,
real with you,
always.
because our pollution is just it always ends up in the water, like
Yep.
sadly speaking, it always ends up in the water. And
Yeah.
I've always known it, but now that I'm in there, I see it with my eyes. Like it's there
Yeah.
all around all the time, so it's more in my face, you
Yeah.
know.
I see
So
it
that
too all
kind of
the time.
sucks,
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of sucks. It's sad, but now I kind of feel like I have this thing now where I'm like, I don't think that being a merman now is not just to put on a tail and look good. And now I feel like I'm also a voice for the sea as well, and for those waters and for those places that don't, those animals can't say, hey, you're fucking us up. Like, you
Yeah.
guys need to chill. Like, be conscious of the stuff that we neglectfully do on a day to day basis that sometimes we can just cut back on some stupid stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That we
Yeah.
do, so, and that's all, and if I can, you know open some eyes sometimes somewhere, and I have, and seeing that, like, it makes me
Helpful.
proud because I'm like, wow, I did that. Because like we were just talking about my job, so I mess with people at my job, and I'm like, I'll see a girl, like, I'll use an example. My girl will literally give somebody, like, you give three people like a half a stack of napkins like this, and I'd literally be like, and I'd walk back, and I see the stack of napkin, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. You're giving them an entire rainforest. You're giving two people an entire rainforest. I hope they got mango trees and avocado, and and she literally would look at me and be like, and then she took, like, she
One.
thought about it,
Yeah.
decrease the stacks, and like, we don't need all of that. And then
Yeah.
now she's just conscious of doing that, and that's not the only person and the only thing that I've try to instill in people,
Yeah.
but
Do.
those are just like little stupid stuff that
Yeah. I mean,
I
it's
try to do.
true. When I look at my mailbox, I'm like, really? All of this forgot? Like, I throw away half of it. And it does make me
Right,
mad because I'm like, why am I throwing away? Like, I feel bad throwing it away. I can't become a
right.
hoarder. I can't save
No, right. It's
the
not
tree's
your
already dead.
fault.
No, the
Yeah,
tree's
it's
dead.
not
But
your
I'm like,
fault.
why do you keep harassing me? Just text me on the phone like you already do, asking me, do you want to sell your house? I'm like, is it for sale? No, no, it's not.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. And it
I
sucks because I just went to the mailbox the other day and did the same thing, and I thought the same thing. Cause, and, it's stupid stuff like that. If we
yeah.
were able to just, minimize some of the stupid, stuff that we do on a day to day basis, maybe we can contribute to, just prolonging this earth just a little bit longer. You know what I'm
So
saying? Because,
when you go do
go
your
ahead.
shows, like when you go do your shows, do you have something in there that maybe you tell the kids, or do you have something set there, like when you go do a show to maybe?
I Yeah, I mean, anytime that I'm in my, anytime I'm a merman, I yes, like I wanna, I do say that, especially like I've been approached even by and doing photo shoots on the beach, in public, you get approached a lot,
Yeah,
and then so I've had, people, and I take it as a perfect time to say, hey, if there's a bunch of kids in their memory, because kids are something else.
yeah,
Adults, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody is fascinated by this. Okay,
yeah. Oh
it's not just children. Okay,
yeah,
it's everybody, no matter from the youngest to the oldest. Because I have seen old grandmas. Okay, and
yeah,
grandfathers, like literally, okay. So everybody, but the children don't see me the children see me as a real
yeah,
merman. You
yeah.
understand what I mean?
Oh
So
yeah,
when they see me as a real merman and they have that belief of, wow, I can't believe this. I do try to take, consideration of the children, and I try at that moment. I try to instill some sort of positive thing into them, like, hey guys, please, like, be careful. Don't be littering.
yeah.
Don't be littering, please,
Don't you litter,
because
you little bastard. No.
don't you litter. No, well, not like that, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't y'all be littering, because,
Yeah,
I'm a little ghetto and hoodie, so I'm real. And I'm
I
like, y'all
love
don't be
it.
littering, And it's so funny because there was this one little girl that was so scared of me one time, but she was wearing a Little Mermaid shirt. And I was like, and she was so scared because she wanted to see me, but she was like still fighting it. And then I seen her little shirt and I was like, oh my God, Ariel! I'm like, Ariel, it's my cousin! And I'm splashing like that. And when I did that, and she looked at her shirt and she's like, what? Like, Ariel is your cousin? And she was just like, yeah, she was so with it. And, and I told her, like, girl, don't you be littering. I don't need y'all to throw stuff garbage because, that comes in the water and then you be messing up my swims and stuff. I
Yeah.
can't, you know, I can't be swimming right. And it'd be poison and killing the turtles and stuff.
Nobody wants to swim in hypodermic needles.
Help me.
Please don't let her in hypodermic needles and gloves and
Please.
condoms and oh. Have you
Right.
have you swam into any of that shit? Because I have
I
swam into stuff and I'm like, what was that touched my eye? I'm about to have pink eye.
Yeah, yeah, I unfortunately have. Not the needles, but yeah, the condoms and
You come up
yeah.
like singing. You're like,
And it wasn't like it was more like it was just there, like, because
was it yours? Was it
I
yours?
try to like, huh?
Was it yours?
It
You're like, it was just there. Yeah.
was just there.
You didn't sound as
It was just,
disturbed.
it was just there in a wrapper, and then it ended up on the floor.
And then it was there, and then my partner was there, and then I don't know what happened. Yeah, that sounded suspicious. You didn't say it,
Yes.
didn't you?
No,
You
it was just there. Like, it was just there. you You're
just
like, what
one.
the fuck? You're just like, yeah, I know what the hell was going on at night in this bitch.
Were
You
you
know
at
what
you do know you was right in the mix.
I
You
mean?
was like
Not
so
that time.
wait, do you have the special tail where you cut the holes in the front?
What do you mean? How do you know they don't have them already?
Oh, I don't know.
I
You
just,
know, you listen, I am here to listen. You told me I could cut a hole in the back. None of us thought of that. All three of us sat there trying to figure out how he's gonna shove these
yeah, you're gonna
BBL
send a
booties.
booty in.
How the heck these BBL booties was going in. And I'll send you a video of my homegirl, Connie Bonnie. She
Uh-huh.
swam with her ass out
Because she
because
couldn't get it in.
mm-mm.
Got you.
I
Okay.
mean all the way out. And I thought we were gonna get banned from TikTok, but they liked it.
So
They
I
liked
have a friend who made well, she paid for an expensive silicone tail, like you said, the silicone ones are very expensive. So
yes.
she paid for a silicone tail, and unfortunately she gained a little bit of weight. So she's like, well, I either gotta either buy me a new tail or I gotta lose the damn weight. So now she got no choice but to put her ass on the diet to
Or
try to
cut
get back
or cut the hole in
or
it.
cut a hole in the back.
Let me see if I can find her. It was so funny, and I'm like,
Oh,
Bonnie. I said, okay, wait, did I find Queen Connie Bonnie? And she also does some things with the mermaid tail. It's not, she just bought it because she liked it, but then, like I said, she had the BBLs and realized that that wasn't happening anymore. And
right.
when I saw that with her booty, I said, "Oh my God, we're all going to hell." There was nothing but little kids and
But I
such
mean,
a trip.
I bet you she was living her entire fantasy though.
Oh my God, she had so much fun till she hurt herself.
Oh, I'm done. You
She
see, I
jumped.
told you, kid, don't try this at home, people. This is a dangerous sport. It's
It
not.
is.
It's not for the weak. It's
Yeah,
not for the weak.
we thought we could just put, our booties in a tail and we weren't. And I was a little nervous because I'm like, oh my God, I've never really swam in one before. And they're all like, no, it's cool, come on. So I'm swimming and it was okay, but I was getting a little nerve. Okay, let me see if we can see it. Hold on, let me see. Wait.
Oh my God, the entire booty. I'm
I mean,
done.
the
That's a
whole thing.
lot.
That was
Oh,
so.
y'all are, oh,
Yep.
that's
And
epic.
there's the
Oh,
guardian,
that's
and
epic.
yeah,
Oh,
and
that's her. Yeah. Oh, she's
yeah,
so
that's the
beautiful. I love
guardian,
her.
and that's Emily. We went to
I,
this.
I, you know what's funny about her? We're part of the same, like we're like Florida Springs mermaids, all of
Yeah,
us, and I have yet to meet her in person, and I just hear nothing but beautiful, amazing things about her. I follow her online, and she's beautiful and amazing. She's super sweet,
very.
and I love the work that she does. Contributing to like, like what is it called? Awareness, raising awareness. I guess that's the best way to say it,
Yeah,
right?
I just put it all in one. I'm like the wildlife, the ocean.
Yeah, right. Because it's not just that she does so much that you know what I mean. So kudos to she's literally like goals. You know what I mean
Yeah.
for that type of for this world. When you look, from I've been following her work since I started. And like I
What
said,
what what made you
we
start?
hang with the same people and everything.
Hang it. Well, I'm in the. I'm coming now. I'm there.
Yeah,
I'll just hold
right,
my. I just hold my tail.
right. It don't matter.
Hold
No,
my
we're gonna get you one too, girl. Don't worry about it. We're gonna make you
tail.
one too.
See, but you
It's gonna fit
diverted
the
the
booty.
question. You dodged the question of the hole in the front.
I said, how do you know it already there?
Okay. Okay. All right. That's what I meant.
You're already there.
So how do
No,
they boot?
unfortunately, I never got into no free kinky shit with it yet.
No one's asked
Well,
you yet?
is that unfortunately? Did I
No,
say?
it shouldn't be. Yeah. No, yeah, unfortunately, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
money.
Oh no, but I wasn't. I
I'll
was
bring
not
you
trying to
over.
go down road. Look at her. She's
I'll
like,
bring you.
listen. She's
I'll
like,
bring
listen. I'm a reel you in, fish. I'm a reel you in, fish. She caught me, y'all. She caught me. I'm caught.
like a like a real hooker. I'm gonna bring
Right.
you in. Come over to the dark side.
Go to the dark
All
side.
that PG-13 swimming you're doing, wasting time. No, I'm
Right,
kidding.
right. No, it's funny, but no, I don't consider myself a PG-13 at all because like I said, I'm a merman, but I'm too real with life, so I rather be a merman for adults. Okay, if I know that, like I said, if I know how to handle myself around children, so
Yeah,
if
of
I
course,
have to, if children are there, I'm going to conduct myself properly.
of
I
course.
have to because I don't fuck with ruining their. I don't
Yeah,
like to be a dream buster. I don't like to, so if it was so funny. One time I was in the water and these kids actually thought I was so real, and I was swimming so long, I wanted to get out, and I was like, I do not want to fucking mess up their dream. I'm like, if I get out right now, they're gonna be like, this is a fake. So I was like, oh my god. I'm like, what am I gonna do? So this is at the beach, okay? So I literally swam. I was like I waved at them and I started swimming like away from them. Like I
yeah,
literally had to swim to a whole nother part of the beach where that whole area of people didn't see me. And
yeah,
then I had to take off the tail underneath the water,
yeah,
okay, and then come out. And then I had it all wrapped up. I threw it in a box. I put on
yeah,
a hat. I was
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm undercover now. Like I can't even come to the beach no more. Like, you know,
Undercover. Emily does this thing where she'll do for the kids, and we did a party for a friend, and her daughter, was really believing it. and she
Right.
was in the pool, and she was waiting as long as she could. My friend got her daughter in the car, and we were trying to wait as long as we could, but my friend's like, I have to poop, like this is happening. So she's like, it's happening. So we had already told the daughter, we said, listen, she has to go through her portal, and she's like the Little Mermaid, and she can walk on land and she can swim in the
Right.
water. So we kind of had to, like, invent the story just in
Right.
case she
Right.
saw her with no tail, which she didn't, but she was
Right.
like, just in case. But she was
Right.
going to hide the tail, obviously, and not let her know, and just kind of let
Right.
like, she shed her skin. So she's had that issue. I've had that issue with her where I had to be there and we had to figure
Help
out
her.
how we were gonna swim her
Right.
out, how I'm gonna bring her because she likes to slip in with no underwear. So because it's easier to just
Got you.
wear.
Okay, so then she really has to be watching in and out. Like, yeah, I got you. But I totally understand as far as like that. I don't like to break the
Yeah,
fantasy, so I'm just like that too. And if I can try to avoid it, sometimes you can't avoid it.
yeah, no,
Sometimes it's inevitable, and I can't help it. But if I can help it,
of
I'm gonna
course.
try because like I said, I've seen like I like for instance, I've seen when I do say something like, "Hey guys, don't litter" and stuff like that, and I'm a merman, I know for a fact that they might hear "don't litter" from their parents, they might hear "don't litter" from their teacher, they might hear "don't litter" from their brother and sister, but they'll remember it from the merman. Do
Yeah.
you understand what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like that's one thing that they're not gonna forget. You understand
You
what I mean?
listen. You need to come up. We're gonna do a meme. You're gonna come up and you're gonna throw some stuff out of the water and be like, "I said don't litter."
Oh, I'm in the process of doing a TikTok. I do my TikToks.
I love your
I'm in
take.
the process of doing a TikTok just like that. Like literally, I'm gonna come into my room. I'm gonna be a merman coming into my own room to a human room and
Yeah,
just dump shit on top of him. Like,
just
here
dump it.
you go. How does the fucking feel? You know what I'm saying? And it
Listen,
just wheels myself back out.
listen. You're holding that TikTok. I will come over whenever you need in the next couple days, week. I'm coming over. I thought of
I'm,
it. I thought of it. I claimed it. I'm
I'm
coming
dead.
over and I'm
I'm
getting
dead
it.
ass serious.
And
I'm serious.
I
Go
always
ahead.
do so I'm very comical and I don't really hold sexy for too long and it's funny, but it's hard, but it's funny. And everybody knows it. So I always do they'll have the models or the playmates or whatever do like the sexy part of something and then I do it my way. It's always comical. Like somebody will be eating watermelon like really like sensual and then I'm in there like, oh, like just
Just deep
terrorizing.
throating it. Just deep throating it and
Yeah,
stuff.
and I was like banging it together, and the photographer is like cracking up. He's like, "I can't with you, and this is why I can't with you." He's like, "This is
Oh no, that's gold though.
yeah,
That's
that's what."
good.
So everything I do, like I always like to show the opposite. So you'll be doing it your way, and then I'll come out like literally like throwing. I'll do something so unsexy and so yeah. I told people I'm like I feel like I'm Kevin Hart's little sister.
Oh no, I'm done.
I come
Yeah,
if someone doesn't text you, I hate you. At the end of the day, I didn't do my job.
you got to try
I,
harder tomorrow.
yeah, by the end of the day, someone will be like, "I really hate you, but I can't get enough." And I'm like, "I know it's okay," because I'll find something in our episode that will be like your line, and
I know. I've noticed that about you because I've watched a few of them already. So I have noticed that
you
because and you always figure it out like sometimes right when it happens.
you'll get a
But
line. My
like,
favorite thing,
that's your line, and then you say that.
and
That's
that
your line.
and they hate it like Elijah Prock and I've been talking about him for months. He really hates me now. He said by accident, he said the weirdest thing someone did was send him an email saying, "Fill me up, daddy."
Fill me up, daddy. Oh
Fill me up.
wow.
Because I said, he
Okay.
was on TV. I said, well, what do people send you? Like, what's the raunchiest thing? And he said it. So now, like, I cannot go without texting him. And by the end of that
What's up,
conversation,
daddy?
I say something. He's like, really? Then he went over to his dad's house and there was a thing on the wall of a girl with a pump, like a
And
old,
that's all he thinks about.
it said, fill me up, daddy. And he goes, I hate you so much.
I'm done. Not that the universe done followed him with it. I'm done.
He said, I've been here a million times. I've never seen this.
Right, and that's how it be. When you just need one thing to trigger it into your mind, and then all of a sudden you're seeing them everywhere.
Everywhere. Now I know he can't see probably I told him I'm gonna make you a t-shirt This is it. And he actually just got his TikTok banned, and I'm hoping it wasn't for me. Yeah, he can't even get it back into it. So I'm
Oh,
trying
that's
to,
nice.
yeah, because he had a lot of followers. You have a lot of like, I'm so
Right.
scared to get a strike because they
Right.
flag me
I
for
get banned all the time. They flag me for everything, and I hate it. It's
is it
so
like
annoying.
yeah, they always tell you it's like nudity and sexual content. I'm like, I have a tank top on and it's my back fat, and you just shamed me, and I'll never wear a tube top again.
No, and it's not right, and it's not even that. It's what it also pisses me off is like you'll do an audio that 10,000 people have done the audio to as well, and then they'll say something about yours, and I'm like, wait a minute, like there wasn't nothing different than the
Everybody
fucking
else,
9,999 other bitches. Why are you fucking with me, TikTok? I write TikTok all the time. I cuss that bitch out on the regular. TikTok, fuck you. Why the fuck you fucking with my video? Like you are ridiculous. This is some bullshit. I fucking hate you.
I
Okay.
hate
Now,
you.
mind you, that I'm not gonna lie, that is my biggest platform. So, but I cuss them out all the time, just
Yeah.
like I do at work and my boss. When they try me, I cuss them out too. They wouldn't get rid of me either. They love me to fucking death because they know if I'm cussing them out, it's they're doing something fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Are you getting in the tail just cussing somebody else? How about, didn't I tell you to lube me up right? Didn't I say to get it right this from the back? Do you have to lube yourself up to get into your tail?
No, because unfortunately, I do not have a silicone tail yet. I don't have one yet.
Oh,
I haven't even swam in a silicone tail.
they're
I've seen
so
them in
heavy.
person. Oh no, I know. I've seen them in person, and I have my tail is half silicone, like not this one in particular, but the one that I usually wear.
Yeah.
So when you see it, the one that flims around,
Mhm.
flaps, this part right here is made out of silicone. That one, so that's why it flaps back and forth. And then the part that goes over it is like the material of what do you call those, the diving suits
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna
material,
say
neoprene or
nylon, like
something,
a
what is it,
nylon.
nylon
Yeah.
neoprene, something like that, I don't know, but
You
that
That's awesome. I might need one of those because I found that the silicone ones, fill up with about 15 to 20 pounds of water.
right, yeah, you got it. Most people put warm water in the inside in the springs, so when they get in the cold water, it can like balance out their body temperature.
Oh,
You
I
know what
just
I'm saying?
peed in mine.
Yeah, that's another thing that they'll do. They'll just pee in it because they
But
know pee is warm.
I
Yeah,
was like, was that
I've heard
okay?
them say that too. No, I've heard them say that too. No, that they'll just pee in it too.
Yeah.
But I haven't. I haven't got my own to pee in yet. I haven't got it yet.
Oh, I can't wait to be there for your first little pee pee in your.
Yes, and you know what? The thing is that it's so crazy because I still like till this day I don't even have an idea of like what color I would do, like what design I would do, and that's why I'm kind of not in a rush with it yet
Yeah,
because I feel like because that's going to be something that I'm going to commit to,
of
for a long
course.
time. So with that being said, it's like a car. It's like buying a fucking
I
car.
was
You're
gonna
stuck
say
with
it's
it.
like 10 child support payments.
Right. Yeah. On a horrible daddy. Yeah, you're right. But no, but it's a commitment. So I don't even know. So I would like to just wait a little bit until I'm for sure of how I want it and what I want to do. Because
What?
I
So what?
ain't gonna lie, I kind of want mine to look kind of see through,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
like
oh. See, look,
naked type shit.
I told you was nasty with it. I already
Oh
knew.
no, oh yeah, I'm not lying. I am nasty. So
Said I want to do the
you
adult
haven't seen
swim.
my every one of we go to galas, we do conventions and stuff, the mermaids and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So when we have our galas for the night, like our during the convention, there will always be a night gala. Okay, and everybody goes, to the gods, from the
Oh,
crowns to the
yeah,
gowns to the whatever,
yeah.
you're King Triton, you're Ursula, whatever the hell you want to be, you can be whatever you want. Okay.
Yeah.
And 9 out of 10 of my outfits are always half-ass naked and see-through and like you know what I'm saying,
I'm
like
gonna have to.
completely see-through. I'm gonna send you some pictures. I'll send you
When
some pictures of
when
my
is the
costume.
next? When is the next one? Do you know?
Yeah, Afro Mermaid is in Miami in June.
Well, guess what? I'm just appointed as your date.
Yeah, you want to
I,
come down to
I
girl
do.
Afro Mermaid? You would love going to Afro Mermaid, girl. We have a blast. It's so much fun. I went for the first time last year, and it was so much fun. Like it was, and they're so welcoming, and Shout out to Majestic and Afro Mermaids.
Afro
My
mermaid.
whole Majestic crew, I love y'all. And then Afro Mermaids and Carrie and y'all, mwah, love y'all. And but Afro Mermaids is really, really, really fun, and they're so welcoming and so like you don't have to be a mermaid. You know what I mean? Like you be you if you want to,
I can
but
be a crab.
yeah, right. You can be
Want
a
to be
crab,
want to
girl.
be a
Yeah,
crab or a flounder fish.
whatever. You don't have to do anything. It's whatever makes you. You know what I mean? It
I love to
just be
dress
you.
up. That's my thing. Dress up Tokyo-ish down at the galas down in Miami. That would be amazing with Mr.
Right,
Merboy. I would love that. I told you I'm
right.
appointing myself. I'm a pushy person. I'm a pusher. So I will
I love
appoint
that.
myself your next date.
I would love that. No, for real. You would love like to see it. It's mermaids are very the whole entire community. The first pod that I ran into was the Florida Spring Mermaids, and they were so accepting and so welcoming. Chelsea, Florida Spring Mermaid, I love you, Chelsea. She put me in my first tail, in my first Taylor tail, because I had like a
How did
little.
that wait, so tell me, how did this happen? You woke up one day and you're like, I want to get wet and swim.
No, I always loved the water. I'm not. I always acted like I was a mermaid. Mermaids, I've been obsessed with them. I actually, for real, think they're real. Okay, I believe they're
I
real.
do. I
So
do.
I, yeah. So I don't think they're the form that we look at them, but I believe that they're real.
No, I
So
don't either. I think they're
but
mean, but
yeah, right. I do too. But
yeah.
yeah, so I've always been fascinated with the water. Amazing swimmer. Okay, and then how this came about was I don't you've ever been to Wikiwachi?
Yes, that's where I've
Okay,
seen
so
my first mermaid kind of. So
okay, well, so for me as well, I kind of seen the first mermaid shows, okay, and then one year I went to Wikiwachi and I seen it and it sparked something in my mind and I went home and I googled it and I seen that it was a thing, but it like it just like I didn't pay no attention to it. I just like, oh, it's a thing that's cute, and that was it, right? But it was stuck. It put something in there,
yeah,
And then a few years later, and this was like I said, like a year and some few months ago. I went with it was my mom's boyfriend's birthday, and we went back to Wikiwachi again. And when I went to Wikiwachi, I'm seeing this, and I see all these mermaid performers, amazing mermaid performers, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why don't they have guys do this? Like,
yeah,
why isn't this a guy thing? Why does it have to be all females? Like,
yeah.
And then when I went home, I was like, I started researching and found that there are some guys, but there aren't many at all.
Yeah, no,
And then
mm-mm.
for me, but it triggered something in me because I was like, no, like I want to do this. Like this is a thing, and I actually want to pursue this. I want to get my diving certificate. I want to go do everything that I have to do. Figure out. I started researching. Oh, what do you do? How do you do this? What are the tails? It was hard at first because I didn't know where to go. I
Yeah,
didn't know who to talk to, so I had to I learned everything, some stuff like the hard way. Like, my first little tail. I'm glad I burnt my first little tail because my first little flimsy tail because it was a practice tail. So I messed it up. I did whatever I needed to do with that one. So by the time I was per se graduated and was ready to move on to a more expensive one like the one that I have now, the one that's half silicone and half the other one.
yeah.
That's a Mer Taylor. Shout out to Mer Taylor. Ah, I love the Mer Taylor tail. So
That's a
when
good
I
name, Mer Taylor. That's catchy.
oh yeah, he knows what he's doing. Eric know what he's doing. He's a genius. Eric is a genius. That's Eric is the boss of Mer Taylor. He's the shit. So in the mermaid world. So
Yeah,
in every world, honey. So but anyway, so once I got my I messed up the other one and flimsed it up and messed it up and then I was eventually able to get the other one and the one that's a little bit more more expensive. And but I love my tail and that's how I ended up being a merman pretty much. And then I started one day I I went online. My friend, I'm not really on Facebook. My friend is. So my friend went into. I told them I was like, please join the mermaid group and just tell me everything that you can. So they found the Florida Springs Mermaids and
yeah.
they were like, oh, they're doing what they call like a meetup. So they do mermaid meetups. And then and I was like, well, I want to go. Tell them that I want to go. So he literally wrote to them and he was like, hey, there's a new merman. He wants to meet y'all, blah, blah, blah. they all were like, "Yes, I'm coming, I'm gonna be there." Blah blah blah. So I went out there. There was like 18 of them out there. Okay,
Yeah.
and I was like, I was so overwhelmed, because I was like, "Oh my god!" And that's where my girl Chelsea was like, "Oh, try this on," because she's an ambassador for Mer Taylor, so she has like, I think it's like
Everything
60
with it.
something tails.
Oh,
Yeah, she has like, she is. It's ridiculous. Her tail closet is ridiculous. Okay,
good.
it's
Chelsea,
every
you might have
mermaid.
one for my ass.
Yeah, Chelsea actually might have a few for your ass, right?
Yeah, let's see. I want,
Yeah.
or we can make, or we'll have to invent the tea back, the tea back tail.
No, you'll be surprised, babe. There's so many because they have they're the mermaids are not just skinny twinky little things. We have mermaids of all sizes. We have big mermaids. We have plus size mermaids.
Yeah,
So there it's not just what I'm saying. And not that you're plus size, but I'm just saying there's different
yeah.
sizes.
I'm just
So you
plus in the middle, and then the little
Right,
waist.
that's what I mean. So you can find you'll be able to find a tail that'll fit your
That'll fit.
your body. I promise you there will. It's just that like you said, you probably just had a friend and whatever she had,
Oh,
that's what y'all was working with. You know what I mean?
you seen them, the two girls in the video. They're obviously a lot more in shape
Right.
than
And
me and
but
Connie.
she was like, and you seen homegirl, she was like, I don't give a damn if it don't go up my ass. I am going to swim in this. And you know what was funny about it? She was probably shooting water out of her butt. The whole fucking time, like a fucking whale, or a damn, what do you, yeah, the whale.
With the
Just,
whales.
right, because she had the damn cry, and it's hilarious, but,
It's so yeah, because we both get there, and her ass is way bigger than mine. She actually had the BBL. I have not had a BBL. My sister did.
right.
Mine is just big. I don't know where it came from. I'm only
Oh,
4'8", like I said. I don't
you
know
was blessed.
how I had no ass in high school. Like, don't know where this came from. I've been married 18 years, so maybe it came from
That's
that.
probably why. They were like, look, girl, you didn't have it then. You got to know what this is about.
You
Bam, here you go.
I mean, I get asked and pulled aside all the time, like, how much work did I have done and this. I'm like, I promise you,
Ah,
like, I'm the only one going for an ass reduction.
wow. That's, but I want you to know that you need to take that as a compliment because
I
do you
do.
know how many bitches go out there and get an ass that you already have if that's
Yes.
what they're telling you?
My sister,
Hello?
she stands next to me. She goes, I hate you. She goes,
See,
I'm going in for my second BBL because I hate you.
see, but you see,
Yeah. No,
well,
I
and
do. I'm
remember what
very
you said earlier. Remember what you said earlier. If they don't tell you hate you by the end of the night, you ain't doing it right. So you did it
right.
right.
Yep. Yay. Thank you, Jesus. Shout out
Right.
to Jesus and good genes.
Amen, baby. I'm telling you because you have to be thankful with stuff like that because we sometimes look at it as bad things and this and that. But like I said, how many bitches are out there paying for it?
Oh,
And you
yeah.
got it. So
I can't
fuck it. If
hold
you're
that.
running into shit and knocking shit down on the way, fuck it. It is what it is, girl.
All
It
the
is.
time, like all the
I
time,
know.
where someone,
I
I'm like,
know.
who touched my ass? And like, I can't even turn around fast enough. And like, I'll walk
The
through.
doorknob. The doorknob.
Yeah, the doorknob stuff moved. I scared myself the other day because my ponytail, it was like kind of long, and it like tickled me on my ass. I was like, "Who's
I'm
that?"
done.
I was like, "It's nobody. It's just you, big girl."
I cannot. But no, they have those. You gotta love it. You are who you are, so love yourself,
I
baby.
do. How tall
And
are
you're
you?
beautiful. I'm not tall at all.
That's like,
No,
like I said, I'm 4'8". Okay, I'll guess. Are you like 5'4"?
I am. Damn, girl, shit. Like, listen, but I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
I am 5'4",
Okay.
but my ID say 5'6", so I'm
Okay.
gonna say 5'6" because when I put on shoes, I'm like 5'5". So
Okay.
I'm gonna just go with 5'6" with the ID.
My
Okay.
ID says 4'11". I'm like, I still sit in the car seat. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. I sit in the half seat, and even
I'm dead ass. No, I'm so serious. Nah. I say 5'6", but
guys,
no, I'm
see,
not. I'm not tall at all. So I
you
give
have a
props.
great
I
no,
respect.
you have a great statue because let me say, as a merman, I would want you to be in a pod with other women that you want to blend. I think you do a great job at blending because it's a formation, it's a sequence, and I think that
Right.
looks beautiful. I think you have a merman body. I think that I don't want to see a 6'2" merman. That's kind of gross. It's kind of weird. Like he's just slayed over the rock. Like it's like he's laying. How long is
It's
his
not a rock, it's a pebble for him.
Yeah, it's a pebble. Like you can fit your whole body in his tail. That's kind of weird. Like I don't know. I don't. When you
Yeah.
watch TV and you see them, they're not that much bigger than the female mermaids. So or the
Right.
mermaid than the merman. So I'm like, why can't it be like that? Like that's how it's supposed to be. I think that you have this representation that I love it. I think you have the look. You really have the look. Um,
Ah,
what's your nationality?
I'm a mutt. I am mixed.
What are
Like,
you mixed with? What's your two big mixes?
what's my two big mixes?
Yeah, like
Well,
are you black? Are you white? Is that the mix? I know we
no,
can
my,
add all the
well, no,
you
my
Spanish, right?
I was yeah, I'm I'm Puerto Rican. My father's family is what you would call, Afro Latinos, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they're like the black Puerto Ricans, and my mom's family is like the Puerto Rican and Italian.
Oh,
So
okay, because I'm
black
Italian.
I'm like black Puerto Rican and Italian, I guess you could say. And that mixture kind of made me, and I was born in Puerto Rico. Um
Beautiful.
I came over here uh, when I was young, so I know how to speak Spanish. I know how to speak English, and I just recently started teaching myself how to speak Portuguese. So I
You
also know
sure
how
you
to
know
speak
how to
Portuguese.
speak English? No, I'm joking.
I do, yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
No, listen, I'm Italian. My mom's Italian from Italy. My dad's Nigerian and Indian, but he's here. And my first language was Italian. And it's funny because there's words that I cannot say in English that I just don't know, or they don't come to me. And I'll say it, and my husband's like, "What the
What is
hell?
that?
You've been here a long time," but I'm like, it's
You
just
said
some.
yes, Italian was your first language?
Yes,
Not.
Italian. I went to Italy. I did a podcast in Italian. I did a crossover. I didn't think I was
Cute.
funny in Italian, but I was, and now the whole island probably hates me because I talked about everybody.
Hey, hey, whatever it is, what it is, honey.
I haven't been invited back. I haven't heard from anybody, my cousins, no one. Everybody's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Oh, well, all right. Fine. Fine."
Right. They can't. Hey, it's crazy when people be like, "Oh, you're too much," and I'm like, "Well, how do you know you're not enough? Like,
Yeah.
how you know I'm too much? Like, and it's not that it's. I look at this like you're living your life. If you're happy and you're living you ain't hurting nobody,
Mm,
and you minding your own fucking business, and you're just having fun and you're enjoying what you're doing. Then who, like, why is anybody like shitting on your parade?
yeah.
You
Well,
understand what I mean?
I so just today I've noticed I've had issues, I don't know, it's mainly women, but people want me
Mm,
involved in things, and then next thing you know, there's I don't know if they make up something or what the deal is, because I'm a good person, and if I say something, I own it. But normally, you know what I'm gonna say. If I'm gonna say something, we're gonna talk face to face. And
right.
I mean, like, I'd be like, some people is with the shits. And my husband told me, he's like, you know what? You know what it is? He was like, you put that pressure. You come with that pressure, bitch. And he said, you make a bitch crack
I
real
would,
quick.
and they can't handle it. Some people can't handle that sometimes.
Yep, they can't. And I don't realize that because I'm a nice, loving person. I trust people right away. And I probably need to be a little bit more hard in life on those things. A little bit
But
more
but
like,
you don't want to be too guarded because life is about love and showing love and
yeah,
getting love and stuff like that. Because so you don't want to be too guarded, but at the same time you have to be aware.
yeah. And I try.
I just
See, I
tell
know.
my friend, I'm like, sometimes my friend will catch something on somebody, and she's like, "I'm ready to go get it." Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, like, calm the fuck down. Wait a minute. I was a pop off bitch, and I'm learning not to be like that anymore. So
Same.
now I'm just like, no, don't waste your energy on people who don't deserve that. You have good
No.
energy. Don't waste your good energy on people who don't deserve your energy.
Yeah.
If that's how that person is, now you make a mental note, and now you know how that person is. So now you just move differently.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't talk certain things around that person. You know
Yep.
not to trust them a certain way around that. You understand what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like there's
Absolutely.
certain
Oh, yeah.
things that you move, but I'm gonna move it a different way. But
Yep.
I'm still gonna leave you alone. I don't hate you. I don't.
Yeah.
I
No, I
wish you the
don't.
best. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But and then I'd rather just stay away from you. If it's a
Yeah.
toxic thing, I'm
Yeah.
really gonna stay away from you. You know?
Absolutely. I used to be the pop off queen. I was voted queen of revenge in high school. Like I tell these people, I'm like, y'all don't know me. Don't let the six legs fool you because I am from
Right,
Detroit and I will
right,
get I will get hood as fuck, and you're gonna be
right.
really angry and you're gonna play victim when I beat that ass, and that's what's gonna happen. And I'm not a fighter like that, but I
But
have,
you gotta get them. You
yeah,
have to.
don't think because I'm handicapped that I don't leap, and I will. But I've been trying not to be a pop off bitch, and I was a mean girl in high school, and I'm like, why does people want me to come out and be a mean girl again? Because I can, I probably still am, but
Okay.
I'm trying.
Yes, if the right person pulled it out of you, I bet you fighting her with your hand, with your fist, your feet, and your walker. Like literally, you do that
Listen,
bitch with it.
that's a
Like stop
whammy
it.
bar. That's a whammy bar, and don't let me fall on you because you're gonna get it right here. Like it's
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like stop playing. Like
yeah. I don't like people to do that, and I think they take my kindness for weakness. They see the walker, they think they can say anything they want to say. I have not slapped a bitch in about 15 years, but when I tell you the next one that catches it, I feel really bad because she's about to get it all, or he, whatever.
yeah, the ones you've been collecting, yeah. But like I said, I'm trying. I definitely was like that my whole entire life. Like I said, I'm a pop off bitch, and I'm ready to as soon as But recently the past few months I've been trying to change my life and live a little
Yeah,
bit differently and learning about positivity and negative and
yeah,
stuff like that. And I'm trying not. I once I found out, girl, that stress and this and that takes away from your like gives you wrinkles and takes
yeah.
away from your age, girl. I said, what? You doing what? I said, I wait a minute, what? What? I can't stress about this. Wait a minute. I have to find a way to live my life differently.
Yeah.
I meditate now. You know what I'm saying? Like I do things
Right.
to that calm me down and
Yeah.
like even I'll give you an example. I just had somebody at work that I flipped out on, but not in the normal way that I would have flipped out on, And it
A
was actually a
normal way.
customer. Yeah, because she screamed like she was like, and she was already drunk. And I'm literally like, I was at another table with somebody else. So I literally turned. Now my face says everything. If
Yeah.
my mouth don't say it, my face will say it. So I turned around and my face is like, what the fuck did this bitch just like did you just scream at me? And the girl in front of her seen my reaction,
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
so I come and I'll go over to the managers and I was like, look, just so y'all know, I'm get if this bitch got one more time to scream at me and I'm cutting her the fuck off. She's not getting nothing else. So just so y'all know, if I cut her off, that's why. And they're like, oh shit, here he go. He ready to pop off on the bitch.
Mr.
So they
Pop Off.
left me alone. Yeah, they left me alone or whatever. So I bring her beer and I put it down, right? And then I had to continually walk back and forth. So I started walking back and forth to her, because I have one table over here and one all the way over
Yeah.
there. She's in the middle. So I keep walking by there, having a little conversation. I see she's got this funky ass look on her face. So I walk over to her and I'm like, I said, "Are you okay? Do you need something?" And then she's like, "I'm sorry." And then I said, "Excuse me?" And then she said, "I'm sorry." And then I said, "You're okay. You just don't need to scream at me." And then
Yeah.
she said, "I'm sorry." And I said, "You're good. You just don't need to scream at me because I scream back." Now,
Yeah.
as soon as I say this, my manager is literally like he's sitting down eating his lunch like two booths down. Okay. And I'm like, I scream back. And then all of a sudden, all I see is his head stick out of the fucking booth like, what the fuck? Did this bitch just say
Hell yeah.
that? And then the lady's like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to. And I said, look, you don't have to apologize. You said you're sorry. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to continue to apologize.
Yeah.
You already apologized. You acknowledge what you did wrong, and now I'm good. Are
Yeah.
you good? You good? She's
Yeah.
like, yeah. And I'm like, then we're cool. Let's squash. We're good. And
Yeah.
then and I'm like, you need I need another beer. And I was like, I will gladly get you another beer. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you see how easy that was? And
Yeah.
literally, my manager just said, they're like, oh my god. But some people you have
He's
to be put in their
trolling.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, like but some people have you can't do people like that. Like,
Yeah.
don't talk to people like it don't matter who it is.
Yeah.
It's so easy to be kind.
Yeah, it is. It
It's
is.
so
And they
easy to
act
be
like it's
kind.
not. And I'm like, if you think that you can be nasty to me and I'm not going to be triple nasty to you, I'm like, I
Right.
don't know. You got another thing coming because, like,
Eh,
me being, and then I get, so my face tells it all. But when I get quiet, is when you should be.
Oh, you're like, okay, so you're like, I don't get quiet. I'm learning what I do now
Yeah.
because, like I said, I'm trying to change. So
Oh, I
right
get,
as of
I'll get the pop off, but I'm saying like when you start
right,
going and then you see or hear me quiet, you don't hear me, and then
right,
it's the
you're like, wait a
storm.
minute, you need to
I'm
watch
like,
out because I'm
yeah,
about to
and
pop
then
off.
you gonna get it all at the same time. Yeah, because I'm
Right,
like, it just doesn't. I don't, and that's actually been in the last maybe like 10 years where I try to, because I'm trying to change,
right.
and instead of me just going in and I'm like, you know what? So now when I get quiet, I feel like it even gets even more dangerous because now I'm like
Like it's
holding.
time bomb.
Yeah, because I'm trying. My brain is trying to be like, okay, we're not on 5 Mile no more. Like we not in
Start
school.
breathing.
No.
Start
Yeah,
breathing. Like you
yeah.
know, that's
Oh
it. That's
man,
what you need to
like,
start to do.
whew,
That
like
calms your heartbeat down.
to
You
bring.
know.
Well, that just makes it worse. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then someone will be
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, why are you quiet?" I'm like, and I don't even notice I'm quiet. Like,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
I'm.
'cause, yeah, it's just an instinct. That's
Yeah,
your
and
instinct.
because I'm trying to be good, and then I'm like me watching Bad Girls and watching Baddies that started again. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, it's awakening something. I probably shouldn't watch this show anymore.
It's funny you say that, but I don't know if you watched that documentary. I don't remember the name of it,
Mhm.
but it was a documentary where they had this really big festival back in the 90s, I think it was, and the people who was held in the festival, they did so wrong that the people who were attending the festival, they didn't have any water.
Oh,
The toilet,
the fry. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The big
you
one,
know
that
what
fry. Yeah, the
was I
fry.
thought it was, I don't remember the name of it, but anyway,
It
they
was
made
kind
a
of like a
documentary on
Coachella.
Netflix.
Yeah, yeah, it was kind of
Yeah.
like a
So
Coachella.
it's right, like a Coachella. It was like Woodstock or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I think
it
it was
was. I think it
fry.
was Woodstock or
No,
something
no,
like that.
no,
But
no. It was called Fry something. Yeah, I watched
okay,
it and
but
I got real
okay,
pissed
but
off.
but so that one when they were in the thing, they were talking about how when people started when they started getting mad and they started finally like rioting and destroying the place, they realized how it was like a contagious. Like people who would normally not do shit like that, they were
Yeah,
surrounded by people who was just doing that. So you get that spirit of just
mentality.
doing
Yeah.
it too. Yeah, you like fuck it, let's do this, let's break this shit. So now everybody's just a whole bunch of just running around going crazy, and it's like for real, and it's
Yeah,
so contagious. So that goes to show you how strong like energy is. You know what
yeah,
I'm
it
saying?
is.
Like
Because
because
I get it. I get all fired up, and I'm like, you know what? I better just sit down and not go anywhere because if I watch it and go out and somebody pops off, I'm gonna have me a Natalie Nunn moment. Like it's not gonna be pretty.
right,
Gonna be a
right.
Krishan moment.
And
Like I
that's
cannot feel
contagious, and
calm.
that's why when you're watching the TV, that's what it's doing to you. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
did
It's
you
putting
see?
you in that whole.
Wait, so you watched that whole documentary, right?
Which one?
Of the Coachella. I think
Yeah.
it was the
Oh
Fry
yeah,
something.
yeah.
So my favorite part is when the main guy told the other CEO that he was gonna have to go and put a penis in his mouth. Do you remember that? He said he told okay, so the main guy
Uh
told his
huh.
his other CEO, it was a white dude. He said, I'm gonna
Uh
need you to go and I'm gonna need you to give a blowjob to the guy of the president of the island because he said I
oh
need
no,
yo, you missed that part, huh?
no, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't remember that. Girl, we watching the same documentary?
Yes,
Shit, because I was like, wait a minute, mine was rated a different rating.
no, you must have went to the bathroom because I watched. I swear to God, because that was the funniest part to me. I'm a clip and send it to you because he
Yeah.
told him to, and the dude was like, "There's $20 million or $100 million on the line." He goes, "So I got in the car," and he goes, "And I was on my way up to the
Oh
official's house."
no.
He said, "I'd never done this before. I don't know what I'm gonna do." Like, and
Yeah.
thankfully he didn't have to do it, but it was funny because he goes. I don't want people to think anything more or less of me. He goes, but I didn't know what else to do. He goes, it was that or we're going to
I
jail.
mean, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Like, so I mean, I'm not gay, but 20 million is 20 million. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about?
But how the dude called him and was like, okay, this is what you're gonna do. He's talking about, okay, what is it? He got his paper and pen. He's like, I'm gonna need you to go and get on your knees. I'm gonna need you to take this load. I'm gonna clip that because you must have missed it. It's, to me,
Yes.
I caught that out of the whole documentary. I was like,
Oh no, I bet. I would have caught that too. That's
oh,
why I'm like, girl, we on two different documentaries.
no, that's the same one. I promise you. I promise. It's the president of the Bahamas or whatever, whoever was running the island of the Bahamas, like where they were
Oh,
at.
where they were having it.
Yeah, one
Oh,
of the officials, because they were running out of money and their people were getting mad because they were doing work and they didn't get the money. So basically, I don't know what they had set up, but somebody had told him third to come, like backup plan B is send your homeboy.
right.
And I
Wow.
said, you're lucky you was only getting it in the mouth, buddy, because there was a whole bunch of people in line. And he was
Uh,
married and everything, so I felt so bad. Because then I saw the one they just did a couple years ago, the follow-up, and he said the same thing. He goes, "Man, I don't know what headspace I was in where I actually got in that car and I was gonna go do it." He goes, "But how else were we gonna get off the island? They would have known if we tried to run."
right.
So I guess he figured, let
Uh,
me do that now so I don't have to do 25 more in prison.
it's you know, it's scary when you go to like travel overseas and like countries like that where they can just take your passport or something, and you're
Yeah.
like, what do you mean I can't leave? And then you're like stuck, and you're like, you're a whore for the next 15. That shit ain't cool. Like, what the fuck?
That's what he
Shit is not
figured.
cool.
And I felt bad because there's an old white man to these big black guys. That
He's
was
an old.
well,
Oh,
the guy
gotcha.
that was going, yeah,
Yeah.
was an old white dude, and the young black guys were all in charge. I'm like, boy, that's the Bahamas over
Oh,
there.
that's a hell. That's a Bahama gangbang, honey. That you don't want on the ball there, honey. You
Ooh,
don't want
that's
to
the.
get involved in that one.
I
Hey, you don't
was
want to get
like,
involved in that
I
one.
felt so bad. I really felt bad. Like I had never felt bad for a guy like that in my life, and I felt really bad for him. He looked really
Yeah,
terrified. He was swallowing hard. He didn't know what he was doing.
I bet there was probably stuff stuck all down his throat. He's probably still trying to swallow it down.
So let's hope the merman world, the pods are not as cutthroat. Where they're like, Killius, I need you to come do this for me real quick if you want to swim on out of here.
It's so funny that you say that because I haven't seen it for myself, kind of, but well, I
There's
kind
those
of have
late night
a little bit.
pods. Tell me about the
Well,
late night pods.
oh no, I'm part of the late night pod. What are you talking about?
Tell me all about it. Go start at the beginning.
We just no. What do you mean the late night pod? We just get on the phone and just talk shit, like
Oh no,
bitch.
no, no.
Oh, we'll get on the phone and be taking shots from different countries. It's so funny. We'll be like five of us on the video,
Yeah.
and we'll be fucking taking shots. And I'm like, how the hell did I leave my friend's house? And I told her all night, no, bitch, I'm not drinking. And then I get home and get drunk a long distance on the phone. Like I'm like shocked, and then I wake up in the morning and there's the little shot cups
Yes.
that are pre-made. They're just laying, and I'm like, what the hell? What did I do? I'm like, what the fuck?
But wait, so y'all are taking shots, but what else is going? Because it's video, right?
Yeah, no, it ain't like that. We just talk shit. No, it ain't nothing like that. I mean, I don't know. And if somebody knows, y'all let me know. My DMs are open now, so
You're
just let me know because
the wrong pod.
the late night pod that I'm part of, we don't get down with stuff like that. But I will gladly be a part of a late night that does. Just
Listen, we're
let
just
them know. Let me know where I gotta swim to, and I am there.
no, I gotta
Let me know where I gotta swim to.
I think we'll just start our own pod because, like, I don't know. I mean, I would love to sit there and do drinks, but then, like, there's got to be some entertainment.
Oh no, we are the entertainment. I promise you. We get together, we're a mess.
That's
And it's crazy because we're getting to know each other more, and we do trips and stuff like that. And we do conventions and stuff like that. So the more and more stuff that we do together the closer we become,
Well, like
and
I said, start sending me like the flyers or whatever. Or if you want me to make
uh-huh.
them, like I will start posting. I'm gonna start just popping up stalker level 10, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
especially if you've already swam with some of us, so you already like you're probably a guppy and don't even know it.
I know. I love that. I'm a little gup gup.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to, but definitely we're gonna get together since me and you are super close. I definitely, like I said, that TikTok you're saving for me because you call me, you got my phone number. I'm coming
Yeah,
over.
you're
Um, our pod was one and it's so funny, pod and pod. That's so weird. It's a pod and a pod. But I can't believe that I'm talking to you. Like I said, I've been watching your TikToks for a long time. I didn't even know you were gonna answer me. Some of some of the biggest stars, including you, answer me considering rather than some of the ones that are local or whatever. I don't know what the deal is, but they don't. So I'm just like so thankful because when you messaged me back, I said, bitch.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, yeah, I love this, and I've always loved your, when I didn't know until you well, no, because I did see a video or something. I don't remember what was our first meeting, but no, it was you sent me a message,
Yeah, I sent you a
and then
message.
I looked, and I loved your energy, and I was like, oh no, I could totally sit down and
Yeah,
fucking
I was like, listen, we're not only
do
going to get into the tails, but then we'll get out of the tails and we're going to actually walk to the wherever we're going to go. And then I'm jumping
right,
on your international pods.
right, yeah, girl, you are welcome. You know, the fish world is it's a
Ooh,
very welcoming community, honey. We are so
I
welcoming,
love
and
it. I
yeah,
love
we're
it.
the mermaid community is so welcoming and so cute.
I'm
Shout out to
very
my mermaid
interested.
community. I love y'all.
Tell us where we can find you on all your platforms.
Okay, so I am merman underscore Achilles on AkYlis on Instagram, and I have a YouTube as well. That's merman underscore Achilles. Uh, my TikTok is I am Achilles, AkYlis. I am Achilles, and that's all. I think I'm on Facebook, but honestly, my Facebook is just linked into my Instagram, so like whatever goes in there, and it's merman underscore Achilles too. So if y'all messaging me on Facebook and you're like, this bitch never answers me, that's why. I'm sorry, y'all. I neglect Facebook so bad because
Full
y'all
of
be
it.
so dramatic on
Mhm.
Facebook that I can't take all that horrible energy sometimes. So I just
Same.
can't do it. So I just literally, send whatever direct messages I can from other platforms. That's whatever goes into Facebook.
And
So
it's you answering if someone wants to book you. Is there a specific place they can book you? Just
right in my DMs, honey. Uh, and booking and anything else, and whatever, right in my
mm,
DMs, honey.
mm. Now, can both men and women book you for late night? Tell us who can and who
Yes,
can't book you for late
everybody. What are you talking about? This fish is not sexist. This fish
night.
is not sexist. Is not racist. Is not gayest. I'm not wayest. I'm not highest. Highest. I'm none of that. I love them all, baby. I love everything in the sea.
It's
Love
like I
them.
love it. I love anything. There's no fish gender in here.
Oh, right,
I love
right.
that. I've been dying to ask you that one all night long.
No, yeah, I'm not. I don't. It's funny because I have one of the videos that I have on my draft right now. Somebody sent me a message on TikTok, and I do answer my messages, y'all, too. By the way, so somebody sent me a message on TikTok, and they were like, it was a girl, and she's like, she said, "I know you're gay, but are you gay, gay?"
Like just
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah, right. So then, my message to her was like, well, I'm gay, but I'm not gay, gay,
Just a
I'm not
little
gay,
bit.
gay.
Just the
I'm just
tip.
gay.
Just the tip,
Like,
right? Just the
I'm
tip.
gay. I'm not gay, gay. Like, what does that even mean?
It's just the tip. It's just the tip. That's it.
Right. I'm like, nah, I'm going to play in every pond I can, baby.
Do you have children
I
yourself?
do not have kids. Well, hold on. I do not have kids, and no, I
I don't
don't.
either. I don't have them.
I don't have kids. I love kids to death, but I don't. I have a bunch of nieces and nephews, and I'd rather just have. I
Same
think
here. Send them
you know
home.
what I'm saying. That
My niece,
right, 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 right.
my
I
niece
would love
just
to maybe one day. I don't know, but no, maybe not. You
yeah,
know,
no, don't do it. Stay in
you
my
know.
club. Stay in my no kids club.
Right. I'm like, and I
Yeah,
love kids. Got nothing against kids, moms and dads out there who
yeah.
doing it. Thank you, because y'all need to keep reproducing. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
But I just don't think that I need to be one of them.
Mm-mm. No, it sounds like there would be some terrible parenting on both of our houses.
I
What
think so.
happens?
No, I think I'd be a great daddy, but still, I don't. No.
A little mer baby.
Yeah, right. A little
What
mermaid.
is your family expecting you to do anything? Are they expecting you to have a little mer baby? Because I
No, 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 no. My mom, no, she already knows, and she
did
done
she
got it in her head.
did you have to tell your mom you're gay or gay?
I lied at first. Yeah, I was like, no, what are you talking about, mom?
What are you
Shit,
talking
what
about?
are you talking about? I get all this pussy, yo. What the fuck, bro?
Wait,
I
when
be
did
getting
she
pussy
ask
left
you?
and right, yo. What you talking about,
When
mom?
did she
Shit,
ask you that? Long time ago,
fuck,
or
mom. Well,
when did
no,
she ask?
the way I came out of the closet was through my sister, girl. My sister pushed me out of the closet, girl. So my
At
mama.
what age? Like 18? Like in your
No,
teen?
no, no, no. It was I think it was probably like 17 or something like that.
Okay.
It had to be like, I
When
don't
did
know.
you know? When did you like no?
Oh, I kind of always knew, I think, because I kind of always knew because I used to look at my friends and like and be like turned on by them. And I remember, girl, once it was over, once I found that I was walking to one of my friends' house one day and I found a gay porno literally sitting on the side of the street. It was like, ah! There was this light shining. Back then, girl, it was the VHS thing. So there was
Yes.
like this big, girl. It was just sitting on the corner. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I just picked it up. I don't even remember the name of it, girl. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to take this home, whatever, see what the fuck it is. Because the name, says something. And
Like
I knew it was porn.
backdoor plus nine.
Yeah, yeah, back door is open, something like that. So, sausage to the back, sausage to the back. That's my line right there, sausage to the
Sausage
back.
to the back.
Sausage to the back. So yeah, so then so I found this tape, and then when I found it, it was like, oh my, like I clutched my pearls, like oh my, and it
Were
was
you wearing pearls? You weren't wearing no damn
even
pearls.
if I wasn't, girl, I was clutching them, okay, because I was like, what the hell, dick everywhere, these juicy, muscular, sweaty man just everywhere,
That
just
was
naked.
it.
It
Just
was over, and then I
this is
knew
the
from that moment.
gangbang.
But I did not come out the closet then, though. I stayed in the closet, and I dated girls in high school and all of that too,
Stayed in the
all through
closet
high
with
school.
with that VHS tape.
With the VHS thing, girl, how did you know? That was my favorite, girl. It was hiding. It was hiding in the
Listen,
closet with me.
you
It was
popped that. I'm 41, so I know you popped that VHS tape. Remember with
right, girl, yeah, but you can put them back with a little bit of tape.
yep. I bet you still were you still
You remember when they popped out, and then sometimes somebody broke them, and they just try to tape it
yeah.
together, that little piece.
Yep.
So then when they came to that part,
It
it just and they go out. All right, we're back.
Do you still have this tape? Oh my god. I bet you got the tape. You got the tape.
No, I don't. I actually don't even know what the hell happened to that tape. Honestly, like
You
I
popped
really don't
it.
know. I probably if we when we upgraded to DVDs, honey, I was like, well, screw you, honey. I got DVDs now.
It was
I had
already warped.
you remember this DVD case?
Yep.
I had a DVD case of porno. That's what happened then.
So wait, so then you have to so your sister probably knew.
No, no, my sister. So my sister was going through my shit and I knew it. So I wrote this shit down. Like I had this journal and I wrote something on a journal because I knew my sister was going through shit. So then my sister, I wrote some gay shit on the journal, and my sister,
What was the gay shit? What'd you
it
write?
was something about one of my homies. And my sister read it, and I knew that if she had read it, that I knew that I was gonna find out that she read it. And I was like, "This is how we gonna get this little heifer." You know what I mean? And because I knew this bitch was in my shit, but little did I know that the whole thing was gonna backfire on me because it was just igniting what my mama already knew. Like she was like, "Wait a minute," like like it just ignited into her because she said she always knew, but
Yeah.
she just She says she always knew, but she just like allowed me to just figure it out on my own type
Yeah, you
shit or
can't tell
whatever.
somebody you're gay. You can't tell them.
Right. And not just that is I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger too, my mom and my family weren't the most
Listen,
how should
we grew up, I'm sure you're under my age, but you're close and
I
you
am. I'm right there with you. So with, you know how they
you
used to they treat us. So I couldn't talk with my hands because they slap me type shit. They'd be like, "What the
yeah,
fuck you
right.
doing talking with the hand?" You know
Yep.
what I mean? So it was
Yep.
like stuff like that. So they, back in the days, they try to get the gay out of you.
Yeah.
So to
Pray the
speak.
gay away.
You know,
Yeah.
spray the gay away. So I dealt with a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? But
Did it
my
work?
mom
It didn't
eventually
work, did it?
became, no, of course not. And my mom eventually became she became she was no longer ignorant of that
It
type of
was
stuff.
woke. Yeah.
She was woke about it, and then she was like,
Well, it
okay, I
wasn't
understand.
accepted back then. And I try to tell people they can't get mad, especially when older people, because one, you can't change them. Two, it wasn't accepted. You couldn't wear white shoes after Labor Day, so you can't change. It's
Right,
not that they don't care or whatever, but they don't. You just can't. You can't force something on somebody. Just
right.
let it be, and you live you. And if
Hmm.
they're not
And
bothering
some people will learn, and some people will learn and come around too. And if they don't, then sadly,
You
that's
know,
how it is.
you know what I say? This is what I say. When we're in line standing for whoever is in
Mhm.
charge of the world,
Right,
I'm
right, right.
standing there by myself. You might be behind me, but I ain't got shit to say. And I
Right,
don't
right,
you
right,
so
right.
it don't matter. That's you.
It don't
Whatever.
matter what got to do with you. Right, right, right. I got
Yeah,
to deal with my own shit. Right, right,
exactly.
right. At the end of the day.
And I tell everybody that I'm like, I can't help him if it was real or not real or good or not good. But either way, I can't help him. He can't help me. We're there
Right.
and we are talking for ourselves. So
We got to reap what we each sow. Pretty much like we got to
exactly.
do our
So
own. You
I'm
made
like,
your bed, you got to lay in it
you
there.
gotta lay in it. And I don't need to lay in your bed, your crusty ass bed with condoms
Right.
floating in it.
Girl, no, not condoms. It was just laying there.
That's your line, and it was just laying there.
It was just laying there.
That's your line. Your line is it was just laying there. That is your line. You're getting a t-shirt with
I
that.
got
It
it.
was just
It
laying
was
there.
just laying there.
That is your line, sir.
I
I've
know, too.
I've agreed. The sea has
The
spoken.
universe has spoken. Oh yeah, not the sea. If the
The
sea
sea,
opened up for that one, then it's open.
it was just laying there. I had a friend. She was eating. She's a porn star, and she was telling me about her antibiotics that she was taking. And I don't know why we got into this conversation, but I was saying like things that you don't put in your butt, and then she goes, "Oh man, this nurse put these antibiotics in my butt because I was throwing up." And I said, "No, no, you're not supposed to put antibiotics in your butt. You're going to ruin yourself." I said, "You put an anti-nausea pill in there as a suppository, and then you eat the antibiotic." And her husband goes, "Yeah, well, that wasn't really a nurse, but we were okay." And I said, "Don't ever."
It was him.
Yes. And I said, "Your line is don't put that in your butt." Like that's her line. Don't put that there.
Right. Don't put
Don't
that
put
in your
that
brain.
there. Yeah, don't put that there or don't put that in your butt. And that was just the other day. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, and I'm just gonna Kitty Bell. I'm saying her name, Kitty. I'm saying it because I'm gonna see her
We
on
heard you,
Tuesday.
Kitty. Don't put it in your butt, Kitty.
Don't put it in your butt, Kitty. And it's so funny because she has this like very innocent, like, and she's like, I didn't know. And I was like, please don't put it in there. And she's like, you want some vitamins? I was like, not if you're putting them in there. I don't want any of your vitamins. I was like, dude, put it in there. And oh my
You
God.
might need a tomato, sis. Like
Yeah. I was like,
this one.
please, if you do, put it in a napkin and wet it. And then you put it in there safely, safely.
Oh God.
We have to teach people how to do safely, safely. Well, I love the fact that you're on with me. This is Talk Jewish. You're welcome anytime. I want you to be able to come on and you advertise and I want to write you an article. I'm on 1057 The Beach Jams and I'm on 88.9 The Mix and YouTube and everything. I'll share videos. And like I said, don't do that TikTok till I come over because we're gonna say your line. It was just laying there.
I was just laying there. Yes,
We're
I'm
gonna
with
do
that.
the one for TikTok, and then we're gonna do the one for the other platforms. And then I'm gonna bring
Right.
you over to the OnlyFans side because we actually get to do our interview in the bathtub.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen one. Yes. I didn't even know that was the thing. Okay.
Not I made it one because I'm married, so I have to be
Okay.
respectful for the things that I do on OnlyFans. But everybody wants to see the girls naked because the girls I interview porn stars and playmates, and they
No, I
always
know.
yeah, they always want to get naked on my platform, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna get me banned, so let's find a platform where you can get naked. So I
Do
did.
it. Right,
Yep.
got you. All
So
right, that is so okay.
so
All
our
right,
next
well,
one's
y'all might look, y'all might see a nipple or two, y'all. Y'all might see nipples or two.
or two. I hope it's only two or three.
Yeah, but
We are getting together like in the next week. I don't know what you have going on, but I'm coming to see you.
no, well, it has to be after that because I'm taking a little trip next week. But after that,
Oh, where you are you allowed to say where you're going? Are you leaving the
oh yeah,
country?
because by the time this comes out, yeah, Puerto
Yeah.
Rico. I'm going to Puerto
Oh,
Rico next week.
but all right, bring me back a shot glass because I collect shot glasses.
Oh,
Even if
you do too?
you
You do too,
do you? Oh my god, I'm gonna take a picture when I get up. I have a whole shot
girl.
glass thing. It's probably like
I'll
2
take a picture of mine. Literally, I have so many of them too. And it started off as an accident. Like one of my friends like randomly got one for me when she
yeah.
went somewhere, and then it's like trickled down to other people doing it, and then everywhere I started going, like I literally started doing the
Just
same thing,
yeah.
and now I just have a fucking shitload collection, and I love them. Everywhere I go now, I'm like, I need a shot glass. I need a shot glass. You got a shot glass?
Listen, I tell even my patients like down at the clinic because I'm a nurse down at a clinic for a chiropractor, and I will even them they'll go on vacation. They're like, "What can I bring you?" I'm like, "I don't care if it's a
Shot
dollar
glass.
shot glass, just if it says where it's at." And like
That's
I
that.
got people send me shot glasses from everywhere. Yeah,
Nice.
I get
That
a
is
lot of
awesome.
stuff. Oh,
Oh
see,
well, now I know. I
yeah, we're
got
best
you.
friends. I give me one of those shot glasses because I know you're
I
gonna
got
come
you.
home with 4 or 5 now.
Yeah, I got you in Puerto Rico one day. I
Yes,
got you.
bitch. Oh my god, have you made a shot glass yet for yourself for Achilles?
Ooh, I have not made one for myself, but I
Well,
didn't even
let
like.
me
You
do it.
just gave the idea in my head, but no, because I got one from the place that I was just talking about. What? Wikiwachi. I got one from Wikiwachi that has their Little Mermaid on the corner of it. So I actually have a mermaid shot glass,
On there.
but
No, we're gonna
it's
put
not
your name.
me.
No, we're
It's
gonna
not
put you.
me,
I have
girl.
a
Yeah.
I have a Tokyo shot glass. I'm gonna order some more so I can give you some. And I have a lot of some gear I want to send you. I'm gonna make you a cute little top because I want to put your saying on there. and
Yes. Oh my
I'll
God,
make
that's
you
so.
I'll make you a shot glass because that, and then you could take that and do whatever you want because I would love that. I don't have anybody that's a shot glass person like me.
Oh, you found one, girl. I'm so there with you. I love that. And it's so funny because, like I just told you, I'm not really like a big drinker like that.
Yeah,
But I only drink like on special occasions or like on a Friday night turn up, whatever, if I would just want to chill or whatever. But when you come into my living room and you see they're actually right back there, and then
yeah.
there's so many of them. They're like, "Oh my God, this motherfucker is an alcoholic," and I'm like, "No, you better not even touch none of those up there. Like they don't even get used.
No,
Like
very rarely do I, and I
it's
also so I don't know, I guess I got into collecting by accident the like wine glasses and champagne glasses because people buy me them for Christmas thinking that I collect those too. They just think I'm a so I have like all kinds. My husband poured this in a champagne glass. I'm still teaching him that this is
right.
champagne.
I don't know the difference either. Somebody was teaching me the
Um,
same thing too.
I
Like
will
the wines are bigger, right?
yeah, see
The bigger ones.
I'll show you the porno way. Like that's how you put it on.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's what. Okay, yeah,
because you
yeah,
can say
yeah,
champagne.
yeah.
If you can say champagne, that's the
With
glass.
it on
You
like
say
okay,
wine. Wine is wide. Wine.
wine. I got you, got you, got
Mm,
you, got
yes,
you.
I'll show you.
Okay,
It's yet to learn.
yeah, okay, yeah. We
Brownie
learn something
points
new
to
every
you.
day, baby.
Yes. Oh my God. Mwah, mwah. This is the merman Achilles. And this is Tokyo Asian. We are coming back to you as soon as we can because I can't wait to get this out.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you guys
Yes.
for having me.
Okay.
Appreciate it.